Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Battle Brothers Warriors of the North Lone Wolf Let's Play. So, we're in, what is this, Damwald, okay. Where, I think we want to start heading back north. I was kind of scoping things out before recording, and I noticed that while this faction is the largest on the map, this territory kind of dead ends. So if we follow this along, it comes along down here, and then this just ends in the middle of nowhere. So if we were to go through their territory, we'd find ourselves just kind of sitting here with nowhere to go, unless at some point we kind of worked our way back up, which I don't know that I want to do. They have a lot of walled places as well. So there's only a handful of villages that we could actually stop off and find work in. So Sandfells, for example, Harkendock, we could. Not Blauberg, not Dornwall, Seastad we could, and Blankwasser we could. So these four right here will not have any work for us, at least not until we progress our prestige level. So I think we're better off just leaving this until later when that work will be available. So let's quickly check in just to make sure there's no jobs here or anything. No. Was there tools that we could afford? Yes, but not tools that are reasonably priced. So I think we'll hold off. And to that end, I guess we'll just move on out. I'm pretty pleased that we were able to hold on to 6 people by the end of last episode, because that is something that we really struggled with in the first episode, was keeping our guys alive. And so to be up to 6 characters already is pretty nice. Do we want to get involved in this? Let's see, there's 5 in the caravan plus 6 of us. That would give us 11, though at least one of those is just a donkey. Okay, so it's what, 3 caravan hands and a guard versus probably 5 thugs, 3 poachers, and a raider. We're not going to get paid for this though. And we don't have any tools. I think I'm going to have to pass as much as I'd like to help them. Let's continue to Koppelstad, where hopefully not only can we find some work, but also some stuff to repair our armor with. Okay, there is work. Oh, we've already seen this, right? They wanted me to deliver... No, I don't want to head southwest. I'm going to decline that contract. I'm going to wait here until morning, though, and see if we can't get a bit of tools. Okay, so what have we got? By the way, you may notice a slight change to the font in some places. I installed the latest update to the Legends mod because they're trying to currently patch it for the Warriors of the North DLC, which apparently broke the mod, unfortunately. You can still play it by rolling your game back to the 1.2 version in the beta tab. But I was trying to check out the Warriors of the North version, because I obviously like to be able to play the Legends mod with all the new Warriors of the North content. But it's still very much a work in progress. And when I uninstalled it, for some reason the font stayed. So I'm going to have to like verify my game files or something after this. There are tools. I'm going to just grab some, even though they're still overpriced. They're not as overpriced. But hopefully we can find some more later that are a little bit better. Right, well, let's try Elkhorn then. And if we have no luck there, we'll just kind of keep heading north and west as we go along. Because I think that's a far better plan than heading south. Oh, some direwolves. I'd like some pelts, but let's avoid that for now. Okay, they do have a job. There's also... I like how many taxidermists there are in this area. Those are a bit overpriced, just like the ones we saw before. The venison here is pretty reasonable, though. How many days of food is this? 3 more days. And this stuff is going to last, what, 4 days, 11 days? I'll take 1 more. Okay, so what is this job, then? They want me to deliver something? For a 2-skull mission, they're not paying very well. About a day south by road. You want me to go to Sandfells. That is this one here. I don't think I want to do that either. Let's keep going north. Maybe eventually we'll find some missions that aren't delivery missions. I'm going to decline them because otherwise they just kind of sit there. And they never go away. Or they do eventually, but not until a very long while. They're not going to have work for us, so I'd almost rather just go straight across this field to Tangball. They should have some work for us, if not Haysager. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm assuming the J is like a Y, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, I feel like we're really struggling to find work lately. Like, just give us some bandits to kill. It's not that hard. So what is this then? 540. Another Caravan Escort. So 2 days to the southwest. Wait, sorry, I didn't read where it was. Waldhain. Waldhain. Wow, that's kind of far. No, I don't want to do that because in 2 days we're going to be out like... we'll be down to in the 400s. No, I just don't want to do this. And there's no guarantee we'll be able to gain any experience on that. We might literally just ride with them to nowhere and do nothing the whole trip, which is great, you know, if you're just trying to earn money. But honestly, with what they're paying and the length of the trip, I don't see us really breaking or, you know, coming out ahead. We'll break even, but we're not going to come out ahead very well on that. So we'll just keep looking. Oh god, another one. So what is this? Also Waldhain. At least we can do this one on our own, at our own pace. I don't know that I want to do that either, though. I want to fight something. Why is it so hard to find work? Well, Donnersberg won't have anything for us. Horn might. I guess let's take this one. Because if we're delivering it, then we can kind of detour if we see anything interesting. And since they don't have any work here anyways, we'll go down to Waldhain. If they don't have work, we can go back up to Horn or down to there. We have a dog. Okay, I'll take a free dog. Oh, his name is Battle Brother, huh? So who's going to carry the dog? Is anybody going to carry the dog? What's your... Oh, it doesn't have a fatigue penalty. I feel like it used to. I was going to say, like, we'll give it to whoever is least encumbered here. Why don't you take it? Did I mention that I renamed people? I feel like I didn't. Yeah, I should probably talk about that. So, I completely forgot. I've gone ahead and I've renamed everybody, including our main character. I decided to keep the name Ruthard since we've already spent a couple episodes with him. But he's now Sir Ruthard, the bear, rather than the lone wolf, you know, given our heraldry. We have Henry Ruderson, Tormund the Bearded, Haldor Head Smasher. The name submitted was just Haldor, but given his proclivity for, you know, crushing skulls, I felt like this was appropriate. Verdun the Vengeful, and Marco the Shepherd. So I can't believe I forgot to talk about that. What happened was I changed the names at the end of last episode rather than doing it before I started recording here. And so it, you know, just completely slipped my mind before I sat down today. So I'm taking a shortcut through the forest here. Oh, we got Barbarians. Let's hope these are Barbarians we can handle. Unfortunately, they did ambush us, so we're going to be a little bit, well, not spread out, but just kind of disorganized. Which, ultimately, I don't think is going to be a problem. Let's see. I need you there. No, that's probably not wise. You should probably stay where you are. And we'll need to move Tormund back. Because ideally, there's a choke point here. If we set up at the front of the choke point, then they can array themselves in, like, what, 4 across? There's not 4 of them up here, but I don't know how many there are. So if I use the back end of the choke point, then they can only go 2 across, the same as us. So that should help mitigate any advantage that they would have. So I guess go there. Ideally, we'll get you to fall back, but even if you can't, that limits them to 2 across here. Okay, he's going to take that high ground. Obviously, he's going to have to come to us. We're not just going to let him sit there. Marco, let's put you here. You can help out there or, you know, potentially here if we need it. Nobody end their turns yet because we don't know where the enemy is. You fall back. You can end your turn, I guess. Don't do that yet. We might need you to move. Haldor, hold on, because if nobody spawned over here, then there's no reason to... Oh, right. I wanted to push you back a little bit. I suppose it's fine. Just sit there. And Ruthard, you stay there too. Let's see what they end up doing. Or where they end up coming from. Okay, end your turns. I suppose we'll just stay as is and see where the other enemies come from. Because we're only aware of 3 of them. There's 4 that are unaccounted for, so there are some over there. There's at least 2 Reavers down here. That's just a Thrall. Not that Thralls aren't deadly, they're just a little bit easier to deal with. Okay, so you guys have at least 3 to contend with. However, only 2 will be able to engage you at a time, so that's good. You're going to have at least 1 to contend with, but it looks like he's going to throw some stuff at you, so get your shield up. You just wait. You guys continue to wait. You can take a shot at him. Nice. That was beautiful. I don't know that I want you to engage them that far out. We are going to need to try to prevent them from getting too close here. We don't want them to set up adjacent to him. We don't want them to set up adjacent to the archer. So ideally, we'll stop them right about here, which I think his position will do, because there isn't really room to get around him without going through his attack of opportunity. Ideally, we'd get them situated so that we can hit both of them at once, but that might be asking too much. Okay, he's going to skirmish. I might step out to just engage him. I don't think that anyone other than him can close. Yeah, they're not going to be able to close with you this turn, so spear wall would be a waste. You might be clear to just step down. In fact, yeah, you are. So let's set you up like here. Well, at least come down a little bit. You can just wait there. I think you might go... Nah, just end your turn. And I'm going to step you out, because I don't want to just sit there and let him throw javelins at us. Okay, so they're closing in. You guys just hang out. You're probably going to need to help out here. I'm willing to bet that Ruthard can take on 2 Barbarian Reavers. And you should be able to take the Thrall head up, especially if you can, you know, take advantage of him lacking a helmet. So probably just stay there. What do we got? 45? I think that's probably our best shot because he doesn't have a shield. Everybody else is either carrying a shield or has somebody in the way. So let's shoot here. That's unfortunate. You wait. Let them come to us. Okay, so he's engaged. Good block. We'll try to tear down his shield. That's really unfortunate. I might keep you back. I'd like to be able to move in and attack, but the thing is, he's not going to have enough AP left because we're moving through forest. So if I do this, next turn he can step in and attack once. Otherwise, he comes in, eats at least 1 attack, probably 2, depending on where this Thrall decides to focus. Maybe I should do that just so that they're not all 3 focus firing Sir Ruthard. So let's move in, even though he will get attacked now. That's unfortunate. I'd rather not hit you if I could help it. I guess just focus on him. Ah, damn it. Missed the 73. Just great. So now might be the time to spear wall because they can both reach you at this point, and they kind of have to if they want to attack. So he's going to try to go first next turn. You can help out here now. Shoot, I wish I could delay so that he can hack at that shield, but oh well. It's going to take a few tries because this is just a hatchet. Oh, right, their shields have really poor health. I forgot about that. Because they look like the default shield, but they're actually very, very damaged. Crap, you're bleeding now. I find these antler weapons to be very overpowered. They seem to cause bleed damage like 100% of the time. Nice. I was hoping we'd be able to pull that off. I'm actually going to have him jump around this way, because this guy's got a decent helmet. This guy does not. He does have something on his head, but it's not going to be particularly dangerous. Alright, attack him. Nice. Can you... don't want to risk friendly fire. Shoot at him again. Crap. Okay, two not so terrible hits there. Continue spear walling, though I do worry about your fatigue at this point. Let's be a little bit cautious. I don't think we can bandage him because he's in combat. Nice, destroyed both of their armors. Okay, that got at least 2 free hits. He did get in, but probably best that he did because, you know, he's got no armor. He's going to have to just walk around now. I think there is a way through over here, but obviously by the time he gets there, the fight's going to be in our favor. Good block. That's unfortunate. Wow, nice dodges there. Okay, you can shoot him now. Wow, 0 for 3. Come over here and just attack him. Nice. And let's lay in a couple attacks here. Almost got him. Can you get him with the hatchet? Come on. Oh crap. Okay, well that didn't work very well. Good job there. Can you get the kill? Perfect. So we're down to 2. Crap, he's bleeding. Good job. So it just leaves this guy now. I guess we can just go engage him. Let's move up partway. You should wait. He's going that way. Great. Yeah, just go after him. Ruthard, you don't have a bandage. No, you do. Yeah, go ahead and use it. And you need to get away from where he's headed. I'll try to run him down. We'll see if we can catch up to him. You guys come around this way. Still no line of sight, huh? Let's have you wait. Okay, there it is. I think he ran up that way, maybe? I honestly have no idea where he went. Okay, so I've set the dog loose. Hopefully the dog can catch him. But at least we have eyes on him now. Not that that's going to mean much if we can't keep up. But the dog will pin him, at least. And that's a pretty good spot to do it. Let's have you wait, because these people are kind of in your way. Let's get you over there or something. I can't leave the dog alone too long, though. Please don't kill the dog. Alright, just engage him there. Maybe you can bait him into attacking you. We'll try to maneuver the others onto the high ground. I'm worried for the dog. I don't think the dog's going to make it. That's probably not wise. Yeah, do that instead. Our fatigue's really catching up with us here. No, the dog. You bastard. I should have gone for his shield. That's my mistake. Think you're too tired now? No, that's as close as you'll get. Alright. One move, one attack. Well done. That's going to make him a little bit less dangerous. Set up there so that you can shoot without worrying about hitting anybody. Apparently he's still quite enthusiastic about this fight, despite all of his friends dying. Give another hit. Nice job. You can step in and use that flail. Cool, got him. So we lost our dog already, but we did get 3 level ups out of that. And some interesting loot. Probably not going to keep a lot of this, but the helmet is kind of cool. That's actually a really good helmet. At least in terms of protection. I don't know how it lines up in terms of fatigue. And their cleavers are actually pretty nasty as well. So let's see. Let's take care of those level ups before we move on. Henry, you need resolve really bad, and you did roll pretty nicely there. Let's see. Health wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's get you some melee skills so you can actually hit something. And yeah, we'll take 3 health. The range defense was tempting, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. I'm kind of tempted to go student on these guys and just get them leveling a little bit faster, because it's essentially a free perk. You get it back in the end. It just helps you get to the end a little bit quicker. Let's do that, actually. For Tormund, definitely some resolve. Should probably give you some melee defense, and while these are tempting, you've already got pretty solid skills there, so let's give you some melee attack as well. He's got pretty good base health already, so let's go student first, but we will give him Colossus eventually. And then with Marco, resolve again. He rolled really badly, at least for like this stuff, so I guess we'll go all defense since he's not carrying a shield, and I'll give him student as well. Okay, head on down. Nope, where are you going? Why would they head north? What the hell is what the hell are they thinking? Waldhain, here we come. Cool, 360 crowns. Hopefully they've got work for us. They do. Another delivery, fantastic. Tangval, day to the northeast. We'll probably do that because that's pretty close. Alright, let's see here. I have no desire to keep these. I could try to repair them and sell them at a higher price, but I don't think that's worth it. These javelins are interesting. Let's see about that helmet. And the cleaver, for that matter. Tormund, I need to get you a beard. I keep forgetting to do that. Especially with your name. I'll give you this helmet, because you're kind of... Well, you're not actually like a wild man or anything, but we'll see. We'll see about changing that. Let's give you this, and you can have the hat. Nope. Didn't switch characters for me. There we go. So, I think I'd rather give you this cleaver, because it's going to hit harder. Well, arguably. These can deal with shields, though. These can't. But they can decapitate people, which is pretty useful as well. Let's give it a go. And none of you guys really have any range skill. I mean, you're not terrible. It's kind of tempting to give someone some javelins and let them switch back and forth, but we'll see. Okay. Tools are overpriced. I will grab some armor for you, because that tunic is not going to protect you whatsoever. It's a shame they didn't have... Actually, I saw a Gambeson back at one of the other places. I probably should have grabbed it. And how are we on bandages? Anybody have any? You've got one. Yeah, we should probably buy out their bandages. We'll try. I like to have everybody to have one, because you never know who's going to need it or where it's going to be needed. And I like the guys in the back especially to have them, because they're less often tied up in, you know, melee combat to the point where they can't use them. So one of you guys is going to need it. I'll just give it to you, I guess. Right, so let's take that job, which was going to lead us to Oh, that's a lot further than I thought. Let's go to Horn instead. Actually, let's go to Forceland. I'm going to decline this first. Yeah, I don't want to go right back where I came from. Especially for such meager pay. Okay, so they have 2 jobs for us. Hopefully they involve combat and not just running around. That is doable. Let's see what the other one is. Another delivery. To Horn. Well, let's do the first mission and we can come back and maybe do this because we might head to Horn anyways. Do you have tools that we can afford? Oh god, they're even worse here. Got some decent armor though. Is it worth buying that? For him maybe. Yeah, let's grab one. This is at 81%. It's gonna save me... screw it. Let's just grab the good one. Alright, so that's gonna go to you. And then that armor can come back to here. So I guess this was a wasted purchase. But if we bring on anybody else, we can give it to them. And unfortunately, there's no barber here. So Tormund's gonna have to wait to get his beard. Do we need a temple? No. Okay then. Actually, I'm just curious. Not anybody that's really jumping out at me here. Okay, so this first one, drive off brigands, easy enough. And pretty close too. Okay, let's do it. Right, and the game gave us a very nice little spot to fight from here. Let's push up to about there. Actually, I might want you on the corner. No, I'd rather have him surrounded, or partially surrounded, because he can, you know, attack up to 3 people at once. So, yeah, it's probably best to leave you right here. And let's see, no, we'll let them move a little bit more before we commit to anything like that. You can step up. Probably not going to engage anybody this turn, so I'll just end his turn. Ideally, we'll be fighting them here, but if they're smart, they'll try to work their way around this way. So I guess we'll see how smart they are. Might have been better to put him on that end for that reason. But it looks like they're just kind of coming straight at us, so maybe it won't matter. Let's see if you get a chance to spear wall next turn. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't. 41, 47. Let's go 47. Damn buckler. Alright, Marco, you can sit up there, and... So there's 3 that we can't see. They're in the brush here somewhere. That was weird. Go ahead and get your spear up, and let's see what they do. Okay, they're moving very cautiously. Do we have a shot yet? See if you can get around his buckler. Nope. Just continue to wait. Actually might have been better off having him fall back a little bit. It's not too late. We'll see if we can do that. So if you step in one, I can get him here and we can kind of close this off a little bit. I'll just have to make sure that you get out of the way so they can't reach you. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize you were already in combat. Whoops. Actually probably should have stayed there because he's on this murky water. So that was a mistake. Very clearly a mistake. You guys can wait. Let's hope that we can get you back far enough. Because right now he is vulnerable. So hop to there and shoot him. Nice. They can still get around, but hopefully we can prevent that. So there's only one guy that isn't accounted for, and I think he's right here. I could try to pin them by stepping out. Sure, do that, and I guess we'll have you come back. So that whole thing was a waste. If I put you there, he's stuck. This guy can still try to flank, but it's not very likely that he'll succeed. I have no idea what this guy's going to do. Screw it. I just don't want them working around the back, so I'm going to cut them off right there. That's fine. That's what we expected. Alright, that's one down. Probably should have saved his turn just in case I needed to shift him, but it's too late now. Sure. Oh, nice hit. There he is. Okay, so yeah, I should have saved that so he could have stepped over one. But he might not have moved up had I done that, so it's impossible to say. See if you can get that kill. Nice. That'll let him step forward as well. Okay, I won't make the same mistake twice. Great, they stunned you. What do we got here? 56 or 56? I think you're more likely to get a kill there, so let's try that. Nice. And then you can slide over here. That's a shame. At least that keeps him from moving, although probably could have just let Ruthard handle it. Perfect. So yeah, that was again a waste. Oh, but they came to us. Nice. How kind of them. You don't need to move. That's a bummer. Okay. Can you get one by his buckler? No. Can you hit him in the head? Yes. Let's slide out to meet that guy. You may as well just fire at him. It's your only shot. Ruthard. This guy is the bigger threat, but I'm willing to bet that they can handle it. So if you go there, you can probably one-shot him. Damn. Don't let him stun you again. You can advance and help us out here. Cool. Can you guys wrap this up quickly? I'm willing to bet you can. Nice. So 2 level ups there. Pretty minimal damage. Tormund was the only one that got hit at all. And we did loot some armors there that we can take advantage of too. So let's see about those level ups and that loot, and then I think we'll call it a day. So Haldor, how are we looking? Probably some more melee skill. Let's get you some health and some more resolve, I think. For your perk, we'll go shield expert, just so you can make better use of those shields and so they'll last longer in combat. And then Verdun, you need resolve really badly. You also need range skill. And you don't have dodge yet. But it wouldn't be a terrible idea to give it to you, and I'm not really seeing anything that jumps out. I guess some fatigue wouldn't hurt. But yeah, we'll give you... No. We'll give you student, then dodge. Okay. Gear. I didn't mean to exit there. Let's see. That Gambeson's going to be an improvement over this, definitely. So, throw that on. And for the back line, that's going to be an improvement as well. Okay. In terms of weapons, I'd actually like to move some stuff around here. If we want to farm armor, it would be wise to give a few people daggers. So I think the 2 that make the most sense are Ruthard and Henry. Because Tormund, we can use Decapitate to cut their heads off rather than damage the armor. And Haldor can Lash to target the heads. So they can target heads. These 2, it's kind of left up to chance. And so if we give them daggers, they can use Puncture. You still need an offhand weapon. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I guess the hatchet is as good a weapon as any. I mean... Arguably a bludgeon might be smarter, just because he can try to stun and run away. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm pretty good with that. So, we'll leave it there for today. Well, you know what, let's go collect our pay and then we'll call it. Where the hell are you going? It's the second time they've done that. So this will leave us just under 1,000. We are trying to save up, but if there's somebody here that might be worth recruiting, then I might have to call an audible. I could also really use some tools again, so we'll have to see about that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Battle Brothers with you. I'm really enjoying this playthrough so far. We are not playing 100% optimally. I'm aware of that. I know that there's people out there that have like got this particular start down to a science and how best to go about it, but I don't find that interesting, and I don't want to just copy what somebody else has done. So yeah, I'm aware that we could be doing this a little bit more streamlined, but that's kind of the point, is to find out for ourselves and just kind of have fun with it, not to sit here and, you know, try to metagame the best possible outcome. But yeah, I'm having fun with this playthrough, though I've got to say, of all the playthroughs, this is probably the only one I've found to be particularly unique. The more I play the other starts, the more I find them to just kind of all diverge into the same thing. The initial starts are different, but ultimately you end up with the same parties once you hit mid-game, so it really makes no difference, except for the slight, you know, little bonuses you get here and there, or, you know, with the Barbarians, you cut yourself off to 2 factions, or in the case of the Deserters, 1 faction. But other than that stuff, you know, ultimately you end up with the same, you know, you have farmhands and apprentices. It's not like when you start out with the Barbarian Raiders, you're only going to have Barbarians in your party. In fact, you probably won't have any more Barbarians in your party unless you exclusively get like Wildmen, which, I mean, good luck finding them. Though that would be a fun, you know, roleplay challenge to only recruit Wildmen in a Barbarian Raider party or something. Anyways, this one does change the game quite a bit, because obviously having a single really badass character who's also kind of your life or death does change how you play the game a little bit. And so I am noticing that, which is nice, but again, I wish the others were felt a little bit more unique. Anyways, thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you back here for the next episode.